So in this video, I'm going to let you know what you can expect if you're visiting Cala in 2025. Now, Cala is an absolutely stunning resort on the southeast corner of Mallorca, and it's very famous for its beautiful little calas that you can see right behind me. And I'm down here in the very beautiful and very lovely Cala Petita. But in this video, we're going to take a look at what you can expect from a holiday over here. Whether you're visiting the beaches, whether you're over here for the nightlife, whether you're coming over here for the family, and also what maybe you may want to avoid too. But we're going to start this video talking about the number one reason as to why you're coming over to Cala this summer, and that's probably to see these most beautiful and amazing beaches. So let's turn the camera around and let's take a closer look at where I am today. And I'm over here in Cala Centre. I'm over on Cala Petita. So the first thing I'm going to say is do not expect the beaches to be this empty when you come over here this summer. Now, I am filming this in February, I'm filming it over the winter, and tourism is pretty much closed down here and it won't be opening up until the beginning of April. So just as soon as the hotels start opening up over here, we're going to see the beaches filling up too. We're also going to see the sunbeds and the beach umbrellas appearing on the sands down here as well. Go back and check out my previous videos from last year. But of course, I'm going to be back here in the spring as soon as it opens up to give you an idea of prices, what's open and what's available over here in the resort. Which is why I'm going to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, to get all the very best information that you need for your holiday over here in Mallorca and also from over here in Cala too. But if you're over here visiting Cala, you're probably going to want to visit the other calas. Now, they can all get very, very busy, whether at the beginning of the season, whether in springtime or in peak season too. But we're going to head on over to Cala now, and I'm going to explain why I think this beach does get a little bit quieter during the hot summer months. So if you are looking for somewhere slightly less busy to visit in Cala during the hot summer months, then I recommend coming down to Cala. Now, you're going to see behind me it's completely empty. I'm filming this in winter, so of course if you look back on my old content you are going to see it looking very different. But over the years that I've been filming for the channel and I've been coming over here during the summer, I've noticed that Cala is a little bit less busy than some of the other calas in Cala. So if you are looking for a little bit more space on the sands, then maybe come down here, and don't forget as well to walk along the side of the beach too. You're going to get the lovely turquoise blue sea views, and Cala is accessible from the town centre, just down the back of the Allure Sol hotel and just down the steps from here. So what else can you expect from Cala in 2025, or indeed from Cala? Well, I think I can safely say you're going to expect the clearest and bluest waters, and this is just a little Cala here right by the huge Allure Sol hotel. Check it out today in winter. But also go back and check my videos from last summer as well. You can see how beautiful it is, and always during the summer months as well you see people out here snorkeling. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. Okay, so what's the next thing that you can possibly expect for 2025 over here in Cala? Well, it's my suspicion that the prices of the sunbeds and the beach umbrellas may well go up for this year, because I seem to remember last year this little corner of the island was, I think, probably the most inexpensive on the island for sunbed rentals and for beach umbrella rentals. And you can see the sign on the board just how inexpensive they were, particularly when you're comparing this to say Alcudia Beach or to Calvia as well, where the price is well over €20 for two sunbeds and a beach umbrella. Will prices go up this summer? Let's find out. I'm going to be back here, as I said, in the spring. We should know more by then, but you never know. Fingers crossed they may not, because of course these concessions are given for a period of around 4 years. I'm not quite sure what year they're on for this year, but I'm just hoping that with prices going up just on everything else, that the beach umbrellas and sunbeds over here in Cala don't. So let's see what happens. So we're just coming down to Cala. I can just see someone in swimwear. Looks like they're going in for a swim in February. Gotta say, it's only 17 degrees today. It's a little bit chilly, but people are swimming all over the island this winter. Okay, so I've just come over here to Cala, and normally this whole area here is filled with sunbathers, but obviously not today. It's very, very quiet. But I just wanted to talk about Cala opening for this year, because we have had questions about it. When is Cala going to be open, and when can you start to see businesses opening? Well, most of the hotels here open for Semana Santa, which is Easter weekend, and this year it's a little bit later. It's I think Easter Sunday is around the 19th-ish of April, so we're not going to see so much open until then. However, I do anticipate that as we roll into the month of April, we're going to start to see some hotels opening up, because of course the private rentals here, the private apartment rentals, are going to be open. They're open throughout the year, and you're going to get people over here renting those properties. So of course you're going to hope to see some restaurants and some businesses open at that time of year. If you are coming over in April, don't expect it to be quite as busy as you're going to find it in the summer months until everything suddenly opens up towards the end of April. You're also not going to see the lifeguards on the beaches until the beginning of May either, just to point that out. But if you are coming over in April, well, you are going to find some businesses open. Also, let's just talk about the close down of Cala. If you're planning a later holiday, don't forget the end of the tourism season is on the 31st of October, and it is very much that the resort will close down on the 31st of October from one day to the next. You're going to see the hotels closing around that time. Some bigger hotels may close a little bit earlier, so I would say to get your best experience in Cala, maybe come in advance of the end of the season, because you're going to get the best service, you're going to get the best foods, the best meals, and of course coming kind of a little bit earlier on in the season as well, everyone's going to be a little bit fresher for the start of the summer season, which I anticipate this year is going to be quite a busy one. Okay, so let's leave Cala now, and as we walk, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what you can expect if you're visiting the resort this summer. Also, in 2025, it's going to be this year where I'm going to recommend that you guys really get out and explore where you are visiting. So if you're coming over here to Cala, not just to stick to your hotel area or even to your resort area either, but to make full use of the TIB public bus transport and get out and see some of the old towns around Cala. You don't have to just go to Santanyí, to the weekly market over in the beautiful town of Santanyí. Maybe go and visit there on a non-market day, because, well, market day over in Santanyí is very, very busy and it's packed. It's not probably the best experience either if you don't like big crowds. But also around Cala as well, you've got some lovely little old towns too. If you've got a hire car, or indeed you want to take the bus as well, check out the video I made about 5 old towns quite close to Cala centre as well. So maybe if the weather isn't fantastic one day, you can get out and see some of those too. You can also go up the coast towards Porto Colom as well, and if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can head up even further up the coast as well and go up to Porto Cristo and go and check out the caves. So if you're coming over to Cala this summer, don't think you just have to pack yourself onto these tiny beaches over here in the resort. Get out and explore and see the very best that Mallorca has to offer. Okay, so I thought I'd just switch up locations here and come over here to Cala Esmeralda just to finish off this video, and you can see how beautiful and gorgeous it is here behind me. But as we go on into 2025, I hope I'm going to be able to get some prices for you for things like boat trips and activities that you can find over in Cala Marina. We've got plenty of boat trips down there, and well, this year I'm pretty sure we're going to see some new providers too. But also for summer 2025, I'm expecting the nightlife to be really, really busy down there as well. So if you are coming over, make sure you head down towards Cala Marina in the evening. I think the atmosphere is going to be fantastic. Don't forget too, if you are looking for a supermarket over in Cala Marina, there's a huge Mercadona supermarket that opened last year. If you need to do a big shop, if you are staying in a villa, you're going to find that very useful too, and that's something that well, we didn't have down here until last summer.
Also, if you're visiting Cala Esmeralda earlier on in the season, then check out my video about building works taking place at the Inturotel Cala Esmeralda Park Hotel and how this could potentially affect your stay. I'll drop a link to this video right at the end of this video and below in the description text, but I will be back soon to check out how these works are getting along.
Okay everyone, I hope you found this video useful about what you can expect visiting Cala in 2025, and I will be back. I'll be back in the spring when things start to open up a little bit and you can see what it's going to be looking like down here. So if you haven't done so already, don't forget you can find me in the Facebook group. I've also got plenty of content on the channel which you can see both here and here as well, so check out those videos to help you out with your holiday. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.